All right, so I'm going to give you some helpful hints on making your graph today for your project. So the first thing is, if you look at your data, you have height over a 13 period day, and the height is what we're recording. But we're trying to find out, like, if the light has an impact on that height or not. So to do this, we're gonna have different colors of lines that represent the different colors of light. And along the x-axis, I'm gonna go ahead and draw this out. Here's my apex. And along my x-axis, we're gonna go ahead and draw a straight line. Now, I want you to use a straight edge. Right now, I'm just kind of doing a rough representation. Then we're gonna go up from this line to get our y-axis. Like that. Because time is something that we can't alter, we're gonna call this down here time. And we're going to label it as days because we're recording our plants over a certain amount of days. In our y-axis, okay, we're going to record this as height. Of plants. And they record them in centimeters. So centimeters. Like so. So now we need to figure out our units. So time is 13 days. We need to get 13 days. But if you think about this, we have all this space to work with. So it would be kind of silly to label each of these little boxes as for example, 1 day. Because we'd end up counting up to 13. So what we could do is we could do every 3 boxes if we wanted to, based off our graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And had I started further back on my graph, this would have worked. So again, I overshot because this would end up being 12, but we needed 13. So if you come back over here, you can only see that if we would have started our graph like over here, this would have worked out just fine. But I'm just showing you for the purpose. I'm increasing by 1, and I'm doing this for a 12 period day, okay? So I'll make sure that this is all the way full, all the way to here. Now plant-wise, the highest point goes up to 25, and if we were to do this for like every 2, every 2 squares, we could get enough in here. So this would be like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and then 26. So now we're using all of our data. And so the next thing would be to graph. So if we look at white light and blue light and green light and red light and no light, they all start at 5 for day 1. So here's day 1, go up, here's 5, so we'd put a little point there. But from here on, they start to branch out and we start to see different lines. So for example, for white light on day 4, white light goes all the way up to 10. So we find 10, go over, and we put our plot right here. And so once you get done graphing all of white light, you would then label this line going up through here. You'd label this line as white light, and you'd move on to blue light, green light, red light, and no light. And this is what your graph would look like. At the very top, you'd put in an appropriate title, and then it mentioned something about doing a legend, and you could label what your different colors of light would be. So if white light was here, you would say it's, you know, a certain color, and you'd color it in that circle. Red light would be like a red colored pencil. Blue light would be a blue colored pencil. Okay? No light would be like black, for example. And then your graph would look it would have basically 5 different lines on it, because there's 5 different types of light, and they would be labeled appropriately. All right, so if you have any questions, just come see me, but I may guide you to this video because it is very helpful in case I cannot help every student at the same time. Thanks.